Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War stream, the final one before the next campaign, Campaign 20, starting in 7 hours from now. I'll be covering it around there with our weekly video and all that. But anyways, in other news, the computer finally died. The 11-year-old computer that we've had by our side for forever now has finally stopped working. I actually backed it up like just in time. I wasn't able to back up like everything on it, but I got like all the more important stuff first, so we should be pretty much good to go in that regard. Got like at least like 80% of it. But yeah, it officially like died. I'm still keeping it around in case it ever just wants to magically start working again. But it is, after 11 years, officially just not working anymore. Just keeps like black screening every single time. And it doesn't even want to do like the repair thingy because it just keeps getting stuck on that. It's like in an infinite loop. There's probably some way to get bypass it if with enough effort, but for all intents and purposes, it is pretty much dead. Luckily, we have another computer coming in about a week, but yeah, that thing's been through a lot. That was the laptop I used during college. It was the one we started Gems of War on, and yeah, it's gone through a lot of things. I pretty much had it my entire adult life because I got it pretty much right out of high school, and yeah, I've had it since. But it is finally time to say goodbye, and we'll have a new one in about a week. Not a laptop, but an actual computer setup. And then this will be our new side laptop, will be the one we're on right now. But anyways, in other news, weekly spoilers. Hello everyone, hope you guys have been having a wonderful weekend. Hello Draco, hello Roman, hello Isabel, hello Mark, hope all you guys have been having a wonderful time. Hello Cookie, hello everyone else. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, in other news, we got Campaign 20 starting next week. With it, we have ourselves a standard, what is this, Golvania? No, Midnight. Ah, Midnight, thank you, finally. Midnight, the place I thought they forgot about. If I'm not mistaken, this is the first Midnight event since Midnight has existed. You know how I know? If you go to weapons, I don't have the weapon. If I go to, oh, where is it? I was wondering, like, wait, why are there so many other weapons? These are all the immortal weapons. But the Midnight Terror, this weapon was $10 money locked, then $5 money locked, and tomorrow will be the first day you can pick this up for free. And by free, I mean, you know, in-game resources. You can just pick this up in SoulForge for very, very cheap. But yeah, tomorrow's the first day that you can get it, essentially for free. So, yeah, I'll be getting it tomorrow then. You have all week. It's not just tomorrow. You can do it at any point next week, and it's really cheap. Even if you don't have the resources for it now, you can easily scrap it together at some point next week. But, yeah, we have that going on. This is the first Midnight event week since Midnight was basically released, so finally getting some more troops. It also reaches 10-star, which is pretty huge, because that means we're getting extra stats, specifically armor. So an extra permanent armor for this place on that day as well. So pretty nice. Obviously for Rowan builds, guards our target, you know, Tesla, anything that uses armor to a decent degree. As far as the troops we're getting, I don't believe they're any good, but let's go check. So for the first one, we have ourselves an invasion event. So we have a tower troop. It deals some damage to an enemy, obviously up to 5 times if it is a tower, based on its ascension, and then creates 6 purple and 6 skulls. That's actually not awful. In this game mode, you do generally want to have skulls, and feeding purple does feed back into itself. The fact that it's a mix of the two is going to make it pretty inconsistent, though, but, you know, if you land on it, it's going to be nice. Though if you give the enemy 4 times, 5 times purple and skull, that's not going to be ideal. But it does synergize pretty well with what he does. Death Touch is very pointless in Invasion, though, because, of course, nearly everything in Invasion has immune to Death Mark, because the towers have immune to basically everything. So a little bit clunky. He also has no skull reduction, which means you're probably going to want to double up on this for the Invasion event, which means you might want to buy an extra tier compared to where you normally do, in order to be able to double up on it, because if you fully ascend it, you'll only have 1 copy left. So this is definitely going to be one of those invasion weeks you want to double up on this troop, as it's going to be very squishy. Not only in the fact that it has no extra skull reduction in any way, but it can also backfire on itself with its skull. So definitely ideally be 2 of him plus something plus something. Likely 2 of him hero and one other thing to hold down the line, either some kind of empower or similar. But overall, it's not bad. It's definitely on the slightly better end of invasion troops, just with no skull reduction, unfortunately. How'd you like the troop of art for this, the Void Manticore? Interesting design for a Manticore. Anyways, as far as what this guy does, he's a monster mystic. You'll be able to get him for glory next week for 400, so you can stock up on blue, yellow arcanes if you need them. As far as what it does, it inflicts terror on an enemy and steals some attack from them, and drains some of their mana. Interesting. So it's kind of like other Manticore, but wait, what does normal Manticore do? Is it also steal attack? Wasn't it just reduce attack? I actually forget what standard Manticore does. Stun the enemy, drain their mana, and... oh, it gains attack. Okay. So it gains a lot of attack, whereas this steals a small amount of attack. Or, you know, like a mid-range. But it actually steals it from the enemy. Okay, that's interesting. And inflicts terror on them. Terror is really weird in this context, though. You know how little sense that makes? Wait, that makes so negative sense. Wait, what were they thinking? So this thing steals attack from something, but it inflicts terror on them. Terror, of course, makes them move downwards, which means you're moving the thing downwards that you're stealing attack from, aka the thing you would want to be in first slot so that it has lower attack. That makes negative sense. Why does he do that? He's actively hurting himself by having the terror effect. I am so confused. Why would you do this? It makes no logical sense. Unless he made his ability like way stronger and had this as a negative in order to balance it. Because right now that's just actively hurting him. You don't want to move the thing away from first slot that you just reduced the attack of. The whole point is to keep it in first slot. Wow. That is so bad. What were they thinking? It does have Impervious though, which is nice. It does have Fear Touch, I guess. But then again, Fear Touch. How's that helpful? Oh no, this thing's just so weird. It does not make logical sense at all in any way. But hey, another thing for Midnight, I guess. Eventually we'll have a good terror team. As far as the weapon, Arcane Edge, explodes a bunch of purple gems. Okay, so it's a good weapon. This is the Mystic Explodey weapon, it looks like. Alright, we'll have some use cases. Could find its way into a 4x Mystic team, especially if you don't have Wand. Because I believe 4x Mystic team right now does generally run Wand. But this could be a great alternative if you are in the camp of not having Wand while running a 4x Mystic team. So, yeah, it'd be pretty good. Obviously, double Beatrix as well. Actually, wow, this is actually huge with double Beatrix. I almost forgot about that, too. Because I believe Beatrix is Mystic. I always keep thinking it's like Elemental or something. But it's Mystic Wildfolk or something? But anyways. But yeah, it's not Elemental. I always think it is. But it is Mystic. And because of that, this is going to be really good. Because, of course, Beatrix creates both green and brown. And this thing uses both green and brown. So you could literally just run this with 3 Beatrix and be perfectly fine in a Mystic restriction. So that's going to be a super budget team for Mystics now if you don't currently have a team, though you kind of already did. Worst comes to worst, you would just do the same thing with like any hero weapon with like 2 or 3 Beatrixes. Generally a Queen Titania if you have it thrown in there. But yeah, now you can just go this with just a billion Beatrix and you'll be fine for every Mystic restriction for the rest of the time. So that's not too bad. Anyways. Beyond that, a few other things, but before I do, let me go say hello. Keep in mind, my chat is a little bit different until I get the new setup in about a week. So it will be a little bit harder for me to read chat. Though I feel like we always forget so many of it anyways, but let's see if we can keep up. Let's see. Hello, Mr. Jesse. It's also a lot smaller than I normally have it. Hello, Chad. Hello, Isabel. Hello, Jets. Hello, Anderson. Hello, Chad. Hello, Draco. Let's see. You actually lose sense from other things because of it? That's funny. Hello, Stacy. Yeah, we're finally getting a Midnight event. This is the very first Midnight event since it came out, earlier this year, right? I believe it came out in January or February. So it's the first event it has had in like 7 months. So you'll be able to go get the weapons if you need to go get them. One of them, which has been technically money locked until tomorrow, as well as, just get more troops to the place. Finally reach 10 star, all that good stuff. Also, thank you for the continued support. Chad, greatly, greatly appreciated. Also, we will have those new emotes soon, TM, by the way. Hopefully within the next month or so. Soon, TM. Anyways. Hello, Stacy. Alright, anyways. In other news, what else do we have going on throughout the week before we go into everything else? Also, thank you for the super chat as well, Chad. Greatly, greatly appreciated. Thank you. Helps out a ton. Thanks for the thumbs up. And definitely feel free to leave a like on the stream, everyone. Helps out a lot and is greatly, greatly appreciated. Anyways, other things from the official Terror's world. Well, the official, unofficial. At this point, it might as well be the official. Where are we? So, Underspire, we already know it's going to be for, wait, why does it say Sylvania here? Oh, I'm looking at the previous week, I see. Because it should say Midnight. This might be a little bit annoying. What is Midnight's Pure Kingdom right now? Midnight's Pure Kingdom is kind of awful because there's, like, nothing there. That's going to be really clunky. Luckily, we haven't been going deep. Actually, we do need to go finish that today, the Underspire. But we've been doing the 4 method, or, the 50 gems per day, just get the 4 floor completion method. And because of that, yeah, we were definitely doing that this week. I said I will do it, like, the full thing if we get a good week. But since then, we have not gotten a single good week. And this is definitely going to be a really clunky one, trying to kill them out with Midnight, unless you want to try, like, terror killing everything. But then there's, like, the Dooms that have immune, so you can't even do that. But yeah, it's going to be a really clunky Underspire this week, unfortunately. Invasion shouldn't be as bad. Mostly because you have a lot wider range, plus the double invasion troop alone with weapons enough to auto-win. Campaign, oh yeah, of course, biggest thing next week. Campaign of 20, starting, finally. We'll have that going, the season pass and everything that will end up bringing with it, as well as the new power gem. Actually, did I even see what the new power gem is? Do we actually know yet? Is this on the forums anywhere? I don't think I saw it in game. It didn't leak early like they did the other campaign, like the ghost gem did. But do we actually know currently what the next campaign gem is? I guess I could look at some of the spoiler troops and it'll probably say it on it. Anyways, Tuesday, we have ourselves the faction event for the Midnight Circus. Pretty much the first time it's cycled since it first came out several months ago. So if you haven't gotten that done, good time to do so. Pet Rescue is actually a brand new pet. We're getting the 2024 International Dog Day pet. But that being said, I will be handing out one of the old pets tomorrow night when we do our stream. Since, of course, we won't be streaming on Wednesday. However, I will be streaming on Monday. And we will be handing out one of the old International Dog Day pets that day. I can't remember which one off the top of my head. But one of the older ones we'll be handing out. And don't forget on Wednesday to go grab the new one. That'll be during that 24-hour period. Beyond that, Thursday class event is just for the Night Weaver, of course, Midnight's Hero class. And then this Friday, we're going to be getting a new Deep Delve variant for Eldrazar. Which one is this again? We're getting ourselves Deep Spider. Do you do anything useful? Where's your ability? Do we not know? Oh, there it is. Deals some damage to an enemy, boosted by curse and web enemies, and then poisons them. AKA, it's never going to be used. Okay, interesting. So yet another faction troop for the new Deep Delves that doesn't do anything. I really wish they would add some more that actually did. We've gotten a handful that have, but more often than not, they're just useless and not worth using, which is kind of unfortunate. It'd be nice if they actually kind of filled some gaps within the teams and stuff like that. Any spoilers for next campaign yet? Not that I'm aware of. I don't think it's up on the forum. I don't think they leaked it like they did Ghost Gem in game. Oh no, I can go check again real quick though. I go to like a quick battle and see. If we just go into a fight real quick and then check it. Can we see a random new power gem? Because last time it actually did show it early, the ghost gem. But yeah, I'm not seeing one here this time. Unless it's mixed within. One thing we can go see though is if we check Terran's world. I believe we could see what it's called. Though we're probably not going to be able to see what its effect is. Let's see. Can we see what it is? So this is the one coming in on next week. I already just read the one that's coming in that, next week, as in the week after next week. To be determined. Yeah, I don't think we know. To be determined. Which means, yeah, I don't think we know currently. Well, we'll find out tomorrow. We will find out tomorrow, and I'll mention it in the weekly video. Unless it's in some kind of spoiler thread on their website, if it was been data mined already. But otherwise, I don't think it's naturally publicly anywheres at the moment. But we'll find out in 7 hours, so not that much of a wait at this point. Alright, so luckily my guild has carried us hard through the event over here. We've actually been done with this since like Saturday night. I was going to do more battles, but then I saw my guild was done, and I was like, well, I guess we're done. So thank you for the hard carry, guild. Greatly, greatly appreciated. But yeah, we didn't end up needing it. Did we get anything? Just a major purple. Not bad, but not great either. Alright, one down, check. Other events. The Fox event. We're actually at 970 right now, and I'm contemplating if I should spend 50 gems to get some pet food. I guess that's worth it. 50 gems for 105 yellow pet food. I feel like the answer to that is yes, it is worth it. Let's make sure I have the Foxglove pet first. So I don't click on the other thing thinking I already have it. Yes, I do indeed have the golden Foxglove pet already. Which means, yeah, let's go do it. Let's go spend 50 gems and go get ourselves some pet food, I guess, because I accidentally did too many battles. I bought it 1 day extra. So technically I'm spending 100 gems for 105 yellow pet food, which comes out to about 1 gem per pet food. Is that worth it? Meh, not really. But we already misclicked it, so we might as well misclick it twice. Otherwise we get nothing out of it. Alright, let's go do our battles. Anything here? Also, do you get anything from the other thing after you get the food? I can't remember what's underneath it. I think it's like white pet food for like 50 or 100 or something. Also, hello Isabel, hello Tyrion, welcome, welcome. Hope all's been well. But yeah, I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, but for any of you just coming in now, the computer we've had for 11 years has finally died, unfortunately. Our side computer that I've been using as my second monitor. It has officially died as of yesterday, which is why I didn't do a midday stream today. I was originally going to do one earlier today. But technically I was going to do it on Saturday, but then I was backing up the other computer. But then the computer died during that day. So good thing I was already trying to back them up preemptively. But yeah, it's truly dead now. There's almost no saving it. I might try like tinkering with it someday in the future, but I'm not like getting rid of the computer. But as it currently stands, it is basically out of order after 11 years now. But hey, it went for a good ride. I had it through the entirety of college. I had it through the entirety of Gems of War. I had it basically my entire adult life. as I got it a few months after high school, preemptively for college. And yeah, lasted a good ride. But we'll have a new computer soon. Our current computer will be our side computer, and all shall be fixed. I'll also be fixing my layout a little bit and having this like way on the side, which might make me read chat even less, unfortunately. No. But I am going to change my format so I have a lot more space, so we can start using the Steam Deck or Stream Deck, whatever it's called, because I've been meaning to for like ages. I bought it like a long while ago. I never bothered. And just having more room on my desk in general, because it's been so cluttered with a whole extra laptop on this desk. Because I have a TV here, I had a laptop on it, and then I had another laptop on it, and then I had my lighting on it, and then everything else. It was just way too cluttered. But now I'm going to have it like super, super minimal. We're just going to have the monitor, the TV, which is basically our second monitor. And that's basically it if I could help it. I might still need a light or two there just because my lighting in here is so bad, but that will be something eventually fixed. But, and then I'll just have the laptop all the way on the side, over on my little side desk here, which is also where the computer will be, or at least the tower for the computer, because it has a nice little spot underneath where I can just put it. Though I haven't actually measured yet to see if the computer will fit there. There's like a 90% chance it'll fit there. However, I never measured it. So there is a chance it doesn't fit. But I am like 85 to 95% certain it will fit there. Though I have never actually measured it to the dimensions of the new computer. I just was kind of in the hopes of, yeah, it'll fit under there. It looks like it was like built to be able to fit a computer like that. So it's like, yeah, they would have made it the right size, right? Otherwise, I might need new side desk. But anyways. In other news, let's go get our rewards. We have enough to go get the power orb. And we have enough to go get the food, as we have gotten every other thing of value at this point. And no, come on, why did you make it 100? Why can't this be 50? That's so not worth it. Why on earth would anyone do 100 for 10 white food? That is so bad. Even at 50, that is so bad. Unless you just had the points and had nothing else to do it on. Why is it so expensive, though? I thought we could use 75. Or I thought I could use 50 of that, but apparently 100. What a scam. I don't know, we got everything we wanted. And a little extra, I guess. There we go. Alright, every daily there is already done. I did play some earlier today. So a lot of dailies are actually already done. I think the main things we still have to wrap up are PvP and Underspire, and that's basically it. So they'll probably be most of stream and Volkeys. We still want to go chip down our Volkeys. We have 150 left. I'll probably chip into some. Maybe we'll do like 50 tonight or something. Oh yeah, that reminds me. If anyone doesn't mind checking real quick, who wants redeem codes, could anyone check what the last redeem code was on Friday night stream? Because I, since the other computer is dead, I kind of forgot. I don't have access to those codes at the moment. I can go check on Discord to see what the last one was, and then we'll be up to date then. But I don't know what it is off the top of my head. If anyone could check that, if you don't mind. And then I'll hand out a code. As a reward, I'll hand out a code immediately if anyone could check what our last code was. So I know what the next code is. Actually, let me start opening Discord right now, actually. Alright, there we go. And luckily, this is the fast computer, so... Well, obviously, the slow computer is dead now. Rip slow computer. That'll be one nice thing once we do get the new computer, is technically both my computers will be fast now. My side monitor, just laptop, and my actual main hub. Looks like it was 6W. Okay, thank you. Alright, let me go get you guys a code then. If I could figure out where the last message is. Jetto, right next to Genki, oddly enough. What code did you just say? You said 6W. Found it. Okay. Let me know if this code is real. It should be. We're actually getting low on codes. Alright, hopefully YouTube is working. Let's see. Can you guys see this? Oh, I hate that so much. It's showing as black text. It did this earlier, too. I know you guys can't see it on my end, but for whatever reason in my OBS, it's showing as black text on a gray box. And for obvious reasons, black text on a gray box does not work. Luckily in chat, it shows up as white on my screen. I'm not sure if your guys' box looks the same. Well, on YouTube, it's like a gray box with white text. But for whatever reason, on my OBS, when I type it in, it's a gray box with black text. Which is the most invisible thing you could possibly have, other than black on black or something. Yeah, it's absurdly hard to read. Luckily, when it's posted, it does the correct color. Not like it can be in a different color. I don't even think YouTube has a function for that. Anyways, there you guys go. And we'll have a few more codes to stream. Anyways, in other news, let's go finish the two things we need to go finish. The biggest one, also, we have arena event. We've been ignoring it. I did it once for the gym keys, and that's it. Did I actually claim the gym keys? Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, I already did. We only have the EXP boosters there. Anyways, in other news, Underspire. So I've poked most of Underspire. I've actually already taken the double silver, so at this point we only have the dead end rooms. With that being said, I actually did not touch any of the dead end rooms, so let me go grab some of them. We still have a few to go find, or quite a few actually. We have like 26 left. But yeah, let's go dead end room hunting. See if we can finally get our 5th Guardian. And I mentioned it a while back. It's kind of been a theme with all these Guardians. But if we ever get a new Guardian, specifically it has to be a new one, we will hand out the number that Guardian is in redeem codes. So the next one will be our 5th Guardian, so we will hand out 5 redeem codes if we eventually get this thing on stream. And the very last one we'll hand out 6 redeem codes for. But it has to be the new one. Maybe we'll do like 1 if it's a non-new. But it has to be a new one for us to hand out 5 extra codes. So we'll see if we get it. I'm sure hoping for it, but you know how they are. It took us half a year to get 1. I still can't believe that. You know how dry we went on that thing? We should have had like 3 to 4 rolls within that time. It took us a little over half a year for 1. That was so depressing. Luckily we got 2 within like the month afterwards, so it kind of made up for it pretty quickly. At this point, we're just dead end hunting. With whatever torches we have left. And after that, we'll probably just finish up whatever we got to do for PvP, because I think I'm actually not in bracket at the moment, but it shouldn't take that long. PvP is pretty quick. Worst comes to worst, we can use one of those little monolith thingies, or whatever they're called. I think we have one for 1,000 and one for 5,000. If anyone's still has any questions or anything you want me to go over, do let me know. And tonight we'll just finish up the rest of the grind, and then tomorrow night, actually tomorrow night will be a pretty big night, because we'll be going over all the game modes. We have a brand new campaign and new power gem. We're also going to be handing out the special code for the International Dog Day pet for one of the last years. And I feel like there's something else. I feel like there's one other big thing happening and I can't remember. But a lot of things. It's definitely a very eventful week compared to this week that had like nothing going on. Other than the computer breaking. I still can't believe it finally broke. Though in all fairness, 11 years is quite a ride. Though what I do find kind of interesting is the last computer I had also lived for about 11 years. That one tower I had, I had it since about 2003 or so, and it died in 2014, if I'm not mistaken. It was either like 2002, 2003, and it died in like 2013 or 2014, like around there. So it also lasted for about 11 years. Is that just like the lifespan of how long some of the internals can even survive in a computer that doesn't get constantly repaired or changed out for parts? Because both time now that I've had a computer for an absurd amount of time, they have both like ultra died after 11 years. Though the other one might have been a little closer to 10, though this one was definitely slightly over 11. As I got it the early summer of 2013. And it is currently 2024. And not even summer anymore. Oh no, is this not summer anymore? Isn't it almost fall? I can't remember when the first day of fall is, but it's pretty soon. Hello, Earthbound. Welcome, welcome. The longest you had a computer was 15 years. Nice. Did you do any modifications to it, or was that just, like, default? Because I haven't traded out any parts or anything like that for that computer. It also probably hasn't been cleaned internally for, like, 6 years. I know for sure since pandemic I haven't cleaned it internally. I said hello, yeah. Welcome, welcome. Hope all has been well. But yeah, my current setup is going to be a little scuffed for the next week or so, but we'll be back to normal soon. Oh yeah, that reminds me. You may have noticed, any of you who are observant, that every single thumbnail we've had this week has been exactly the same. There is one slight issue with the breakdown of the old computer. That was the computer I still made all my thumbnails in Photoshop. And while I do have those files backed up, I haven't actually tried to see if my other thing can read the layout of Photoshop. And there's a chance it can't at all. Which means I either need to reconstruct completely new thumbnails, or try to, like, recreate the old ones. Actually, let's make a poll for that. I just realized I can't make a poll, can I? Oh, no. No, I can't make a poll. Hmm. Okay, I just realized I can't make a poll. I guess I could if I go to YouTube through the other end. Okay, I'm going to make a poll real quick. 1 second. Oh, a mythic room. Huge. We'll take that in a second. I got to go make a poll by going through a billion screens. Wait 1 second. I got to find my YouTube channel. Where's my YouTube channel? Oh, good. Perfect. I can do it from here. Alright. Quick poll. Should we try to recreate the old thumbnail for nostalgic sake, or completely do one from scratch for everything going forward? This would be for both streams and videos. So let's go do a poll. This will dictate our thumbnails for Gems of War probably for the rest of time. Let's see. After a decade of Gems of War, should we change the thumbnails or try to recreate it with or try to recreate it? Let's see. Let's see. Change them. That sounds like two different things. Let's see. After a decade of Gems of War, should we change the thumbnails or keep? I'll just say keep them the same, I guess. But I'm not sure how similar I'll be able to get it. Or keep them the same. Let's see. Change them. Keep them the same. Alright, I'll word it like that. Though do keep in mind, keep them the same. I'm not sure how close I can get 1-to-1. I might be able to get it perfectly, but I'm not sure. It depends if I have the specific assets or not. Or if the other program can even read the layout. Because if it can read it, then boom, it's not going to take like any effort at all. If it can't, I have to dig up like every old file and see. Because all those assets don't exist in Gems of War anymore. So I can't just pull them off of like Terran's World or something. Oh, so I just realized I can't see the results of the poll on my side on this because it's not like through YouTube technically. I'll have to recheck it later. Or someone in chat can just tell me what the poll results are. Yeah, someone in like 5 minutes let me know what the poll results are. I can see it after as well, but yeah, I actually can't see it on how my thing is set up at the moment. Yeah, I should have everything fixed once I have the new computer though on my layout end. I know to you guys it doesn't look any different, but if you saw what I'm seeing, it looks substantially different. So hello, Lester. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Mark. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Alright, Mythic Room, please. Ooh, Epic Volkey. That's kind of cool, but compared to what it could be, I don't know. Epic Volkey's not awful. But just compared to Vault events and everything else, it's not like anything too impressive. It's not bad. Hey, you'll let me know? Thank you, yeah. In like just like 5 minutes or so, if you could let me know what the poll results are. I'll still check them after, but it would be nice to know during the stream. I can technically check too, but it would just take a lot of menuing. New computer, new Tastic Gaming, new thumbnails. Is new thumbnails currently winning? What's currently winning right now? I'm actually curious. And by how much? Like, what's the percent right now in the poll? Because I can't see it right now. What's the current result on the poll? Is old or new winning? I guess new would be kind of interesting, since we're going to be changing a lot of things with the channel. Currently, it's 70-30 for new. Wait, as in new winning or new losing? I can't tell based on how you worded that. And if we do new, I don't know, I need to think of a new thumbnail design. It probably won't be too new. Realistically, I'll still keep a pretty similar layout. I'm actually not sure what I would do if I would make it completely new, though, but I'll figure out something. Oh, new is winning? Okay. If we do new... Why would you say the loser? I don't know. It's just when you say, like, 70-30, but then you say a word afterwards, since the word is closer to the lower number, my assumption is, oh, it's the lower number that is that. Yeah, we can definitely change them. Though do keep in mind the layout's going to be very similar. When I say change, I mean basically, like, recreate but slightly different. Because even that's almost going to be slightly recreate. Because out of habit, I just love building thumbnails that way. The title right up the top. The main thing right in the center. extra things on the side to side, because I like doing, I forget what it's called design-wise, but I like having a, like, basically like a reflective mirror design. I like everything being centered based. Like, I hate when something is, like, slightly offset. It has to be perfectly symmetrical on both sides. I need one thing on one side to balance out the other thing. I need the text in the middle, nice and centered at the top. I don't know, I just always like that kind of layout. There's a special term for it. I can't remember. Good old high school classes to good work right there. There's a special term for that, design-wise. And I always much prefer it. Like, off-center stuff is mostly good if you're trying to do something really clickbaity. But if you're going to be doing, like, mass replicating something for something, it's a lot better to have, like, that nice, clean, perfectly centered, symmetrical kind of design. Oh yeah, I always show the new troops on any thumbnail. Or if it's like a mythic video, I show the mythics in a thumbnail. I would say that would be this Friday, but it's actually 2 Fridays from now because this month is so long. They always like showing the troops in the thumbnail. Because honestly, even when I do them new, it's still going to be somewhat similar. It's just all the assets for it are going to be completely different. Like, if I was to recreate it, I would try digging up all the old assets and make it look as one-to-one as it was. But doing it new is going to look pretty similar. It's just design-wise, it's going to be different. But its layout is probably going to be pretty similar. Because that's just how I like making thumbnails. Good old symmetrical in every way. So hello, Key Collier. Welcome, welcome. So we're running out of torches, aren't we? It's kind of weird. For once, we're actually not getting a billion torch drops. I feel like anytime we ever do Underspire, it's the only thing it ever gives us. But we're actually getting really few torches this week. Or this, yeah, this week. Oh, you sent them on Steam DMs? Wait, I can't actually see my Steam DMs. Because I always have my account set to offline, or whatever it is. Like invisible, or whatever it is. I do the same thing on Discord, too. Also, I always tell people to message me on Discord, but I currently have it on, like, Do Not Disturb always. Just so it auto-turns off all the messages. I should probably turn my Discord to not always Do Not Disturb. Is there a way to turn off every single notification on Discord at once without turning on Do Not Disturb? Is that a thing? Because I need to figure out what that function is. Is the main reason I always keep it on Do Not Disturb. Is it just the main way I know of just auto-disabling every notification? Dragonite raid reminder? Oh yeah, are we doing that tonight? I can do that tonight if you want. Does Isabel still need it too? Because yeah, I can do that tonight if you guys want. If Isabel still needs it. Because if Isabel doesn't need it, I'm probably just going to solo it. But if Isabel still needs it, yeah, we could do it as the 3 of us tonight. I'm not sure if she's still here listening right now. Yeah, I could do that after the stream. If you guys want to. In about an hour from now or however long it is. Change thumbnail, still in the lead? Okay, we'll change the thumbnail then. I'm not sure how big of a change it will be, but we're definitely going to change it then. There is a small chance I'm actually just going to use like some kind of default thumbnail on Monday, which isn't going to be our official thumbnail, just to give me a little bit more time to design it. Because at this point, if I try designing it now, especially since I'm probably going to take a nap, grab a bite to eat, all that, I'm probably only going to have like 3 hours of time to go design a brand new thumbnail. Which is technically enough time, but I don't know. I might do like a really generic one initially and then replace it in the next few days. And then that will be the new thumbnail. Just to not try rushing it within a few hours. Oh no, I could probably get it done in a few hours though. I'm just not sure exactly what I want to do for it, but I don't know. I'll think of something. Isabel still needs it? Okay, we'll go do it tonight then, in an hour if you guys are ready. Yeah, I haven't been really doing anything with Pokemon other than those little things with you guys. I am looking forward to see what the new Legends game is like. But honestly, if the next Legends game is a disappointment, I'm pretty much done with Pokemon for the next decade. Maybe not like done with it, But that'd be like the final straw on on my sanity with current modern Pokemon. Let's see. I'll take that one over. I just realized we're on bottom row right now. Inconceivable. Oh no, I've got Pokemon a lot of times in my life. The biggest amount of time was Generation 5, 6, 7. Those are the 3 generations of Pokemon I never touched any game. But for all other generations, I touched literally every game. Well, almost every game. From Gen 1 to 4, I touched literally every game. From Gen 8 to whatever we're at now, 9, I think it is. I've touched most of the games. At least the mainline ones. Like, I haven't touched things like Pokemon Snap. Actually, that's not true. I did play it at a friend's house before. It seemed okay. A game like Pokemon Snap in modern time just feels like slightly boring to play through the whole thing. It's one of those games where you play it once and it has like 0 replayability. I'm definitely big on like replayability games. Like, I don't mind playing a game for like a good storyline or something. But it's not like Pokemon Snap has a storyline or anything. It's one of those play once games that doesn't even have like a good storyline. I get the appeal of it. It's just too pricey for what it is. If it was like 20 bucks for that kind of experience, it's like, oh yeah, I'll do it. I'm pretty sure even on sales, it's still like 50 these days. A 1 by 61%. Well, new thumbnail it is. Though layout-wise, it'll probably still be pretty similar to what you guys are used to. It'll still have the troops in it. It'll still have a similar layout. Also, what on earth is this path? What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What? Wait, this is... What? 1, 2... I have to be counting this wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What? That's impossible. Have we seen our first ever 7 off dead end? That's possible? Wait. I have to be miscounting this. Is this our first ever 7 off? I didn't even think that was a thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What? I've never seen this before. Has any of you guys seen this before? A 7 off path? It has to be the merchant or something. There's no way this isn't merchant. But yeah, look, this is primary path because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Primary path from door to door. And then every one of these side rooms should be 6 at max off. So this is the path. So you don't count that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It should be right there. But see, it keeps going. It's going to 7. I have never seen that in all of Underspire. I didn't even know that was a thing that could happen. It was throwing me off for a second. It's like, wait, this path should have ended. But yeah, it should have ended 1 room ago. Our first ever 7 path. That's kind of crazy. Oh, that throws a wrench in strategy now. So that's an absurd outlier. That is an absurd outlier. A 7 off merchant room. Because there's no way this isn't merchant. Because we already found the door, so this has to be merchant. I'm never sure why I'm taking it. I just want to see how far it's going to go. There's no way it keeps going. This has to be merchant right here. But yeah, apparently merchants can be 7 off. You had one longer than that one time? Really? It was over 10 to 12? Really? Okay, we got to keep going for science. I want to see how far this path's going to go. Like, we already know it's merchant, but... yeah, we gotta keep going for science. What is this path? Okay, I'm about to waste every last torch we have for science. But it's worth it for science. Let me just make sure I don't have any other dead-end rooms. Okay, let me grab this one dead-end room real quick that I already have scouted. But aside from that, we're gonna waste every last torch we have for science. Alright, let me grab this one. Why don't you give me a torch back? Yeah, I'll grab this one real quick. And then every last torch we have, we will throw for science at the path. Laura has a question above. That was the explanation. You can mute the server or just mute specific channels. Right-click them, hover over mute server. But yeah, don't you have to do that for every individual server, though? That's a lot of clicking. I guess I could technically do that. But is there not a way other than do not disturb to auto-mute every single server you're in? Or is do not disturb the only way to do that? Other than, like, manually clicking each one over? Because I'm aware of that. Like, muting each one individually. But is that the only way to do it? Other than do not disturb button? Because if so, then I might have to go do it. Do not disturb does nothing? Are you sure about that? Because I'm pretty sure it makes it so I don't see any notifications. Well, yeah, you get the direct message notifications, but it disables what's it called notifications. Like whenever from a server pings you. You just had a keystone to boss room? That was only 4 off? Yeah, that's normal. If your keystone to keystone was 4 off, that is not normal. But if your keystone to boss room is 4 off, that's definitely something that can happen pretty often, actually. Unless you're talking from keystone to keystone, in which case that is... I've never seen that ever. But if you're talking keystone to boss room, that's actually decently common. I mean, not common, but it does happen. You can even have a 3 off from keystone to boss room. But keystone to keystone should always be 7 without fail. That I've never seen an exception for. Highest level to get there can be an exception. But I have never once seen keystone to keystone be anything other than 7. Ever. It's one of the first checks that it seems like the pathing makes every time it gets structured. Is to always make sure keystone to keystone is 7. Yeah, how far is this path gonna go? It hasn't stopped. I will buy more torches just to see how deep this goes. I must know. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is it gonna go all the way over there? Yeah, we're currently at a bare minimum 9 off. Who was it earlier? They said they got like 11 or something. I might be breaking a record. Did someone just in earlier in chat, I think it was Tyrion, say they got like 11 or 12? Where'd it go in chat? Yeah, you got somewhere from 10 to 12. Well, I have a guarantee 9 right now, and it looks like it's going to keep going. We're at a bare minimum of a 9 off right now. Yeah, I'm going to waste 100 gems just to see how far this goes. It is like the hugest waste of 100 gems we're ever going to do. But I must know for science. Because this may never happen again. It took like a year for it to happen once. Looks like a centipede. Look at it. It's still going. It's still going. That's a guaranteed 10 off right now. And honestly, based on where this one is, it looks like it's going to go like all the way over there or something, or all the way over there. That is insane. All the way at the bottom. Look at this. It's about to go across the entire map. Wouldn't that be funny if it actually goes all the way over there? Could you imagine? It's just a straight line across the entire bottom of the map. Watch it keep going and like go off screen or something. It'll be a path going into the wall that leads nowhere. It's not even going to have a room at the end. It's literally just going to go into the wall. I'm pretty sure that's impossible, but... Yeah, we'll find out. Like, the path eventually has to end. Yeah, we're wasting so many torches going for this, which is kind of unfortunate, but really funny. We're basically spending 150 gems just to see how far this goes. Yep, that is not the color I wanted. I was mash clicking. And he stole the mana on the guy I needed, but oh well, we have the other one. Alright, does it keep going? It keeps going! Oh gosh. Well, let's hope it ends within the next 5, otherwise we're going to be burning through a lot of gems. Alright, please end sometime soon. I think we're at 11 or 12. You can click disable notification sounds. Oh, is that a thing? Okay, maybe I'll try that. Because that could work, maybe. I still don't want a visual of a notification, though, because sometimes it brings up in the corner, like, a notification of some kind. I definitely need to disable that as well. The endless corridor situation. But yeah, we must keep going for science. Even if we have to waste another 150 gems. Well, we will waste 300 gems to see where this path goes. We will not keep going until... Or we will not stop until we reach the end of this path. It's going. It's still going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It is a bare minimum 12. That is insane. Hello, Orc. Welcome, welcome. Even if we have to buy extra lanterns, I don't think it's going to go that far. There's no way it goes that far. I am very, very doubtful it's going to go that far. It technically can if it wraps all the way around, but that'd be really weird. I feel like the furthest it can go is all the way down that line. I don't think it's going to do like a sneaky curve. I'm pretty sure this next room's going to be it. And if not, it might quite literally make a line across the entire bottom, which will be really funny. But yeah, I never realized the path could do this. This has to be a mega outlier, though. Alright, does it end? Are we going to get to 13? Yep. It's going to go all the way. It only has 3 more rooms left. We have exact torches. It physically can't go further than 3. There is no space for it to go. That is the end of the world. Also, I think this is the first time ever. Not only that we've gotten a path this long, but I think this will be the first time ever we have ever filled out the entire bottom row. Assuming it goes all the way to the corner. Which I kind of hope it does at this point, because we have exact torches to do so. Please go all the way to the corner. Don't end one room early. Yeah, I don't understand what's going on, but it's basically double the length of how long it should be. You can go into user settings, notifications, uncheck enable desktop notifications, and uncheck enable unread messages badge. Do that and disable notification sounds. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I never really dabbled much into it because I barely use Discord. Yeah, I need to do that instead of just have do not disturb always on. Because I feel like people will probably message me a lot less with do not disturb always perpetually on forever. Oh, this guy is resummoned. I should probably make sure he actually dies before then. As I give him all the mana he needs to not die. I was gonna say, please take the distraction. He did. Actually, I should have taken yellow there. Well, I guess we'll do brown now. And a smash. Alright, moment of truth. Does it go all the way? Come on, please go all the way. Yes! It just went all the way! No way! That's one for the history books right there. We're making Gems of War history. We just filled the entire bottom row of Underspire with a 15 room... Actually, I need to go recount. It's either 14 or 15 room. A 15 room dead end. That is insane. It went all the way across the bottom. Well, technically there were a few of the rooms taken up, but we went all the way across the entire bottom of the map. Watch that somehow still not be the room. So this has to be merchant. There's no way this isn't merchant. If this somehow isn't merchant, I'm even more perplexed. I think what would be even funnier is if somehow it goes off the map. Like, it's not even a dead-end room or a merchant, it's just a void room that goes into nothing and then crashes our game. It's impossible for it to be any deeper. We're literally in the corner of the map. There's no place for it to go. The only place it could go is glitching off the screen. There's no valid space where it can continue. Alright, let's see what happens. Moment of truth. Alright, what do you guys think? Predictions. What's gonna happen? Merchants? I can't do a poll for this, but just in chat, what do you think is gonna be? A merchant, a normal dead-end room, a loot dead-end room, or it's gonna glitch off the map? Because those are pretty much the only 4 options. What do you guys think? What's gonna happen? My guess is merchant for sure. I'm like 95% merchant. But it could be anything. Off the rails. Off the rails would be the funniest. A code? Oh yeah, let's go ahead and add a code. Yeah, sorry, my code handing out capabilities are a little bit clunkier today. Which one did we just last hand out? 97? So let me hand out this one. Alright, let me get this to you guys. Let me make sure. I gotta highlight it just to see if it's actually there. Okay, there we go. There you guys go. There's another redeem code. Can you guys see it in chat? Okay, that was a weird delay, but there it is. Okay. Alright, moment of truth. But yeah, my guess is on merchant. No! It was just normal dead end room. Wow, I got so scammed. I don't think I've ever been more scammed for a normal dead end room. Should we just do it for fun? We'll have to show another room off the side of the map. Even though it's literally the dead end. Look at this right now. Look at this. This is the path. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It is a 14 off normal dead end room. That is more than double how far it should be. At absolute max, which is normally 6. But let's do another recount. So this is the primary path. You can tell by the 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The primary path. Which means this is where the paths start, which means this is the first one. So let's count. We'll do it one by one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Alright, we gotta get a screenshot of this. Wait. Okay, so let me get the primary path. It's gonna take a couple screenshots. Alright, let me get the path there to over there. Then get it again from there. And then get it again to there, I guess. Then get it again to there. That's insane. And then this one. This beauty. We got full bottom row. Look at this. All the way from there to there. We got the entire bottom row. Look at this. There's the bottom left corner. And it's going. Then we have some other path. And there's the bottom right corner. Full bottom row for the first time ever. And a 14 off dead end room. For science, we got to do the dead end room. We came this far. We're taking it. There's no reason to do this room. But come on, we got to take it. We came this far for it. We went 14 rooms deep. We got to go for it. Watch us spawn another room next to it somehow. Into the void. Obviously, it's not going to do anything. But I must check for science. What color does click? Probably blue. Screen cap and zoom out. Wait, can you actually zoom out on that screen? I don't think you can. If you're talking about recording it, we already have a recording. We're literally live. I just wanted to get some screenshots of it. But can you actually zoom out on that screen? I didn't think you were able to. That's where they click the delete save button. No, that's in this settings menu. The Deep King looks around. What are you doing here? There it is, in all of its nothingness. There it is. What am I looking at? A 14 off dead end room on a fully filled bottom row. I think I've seen everything in Underspire now. I think we have truly seen everything that can happen. Other than one of every drop. Still need 2 more of those. But aside from one of every drop, we've seen everything that can physically happen in Underspire, I am pretty sure at this point. So wait, what am I missing? Wait, I never bought a glory troop this week? Oh, good thing I checked. Wait. Well, good thing I checked that. I never bought the glory troop this week. It was so bad I forgot to get it. Oh, that would have been funny. I haven't forgotten to do that in a while. It's not too big a deal to get it in the future, though. But that's really funny. It is so bad I almost forgot to go buy it. So why is it showing a shiny? Oh, because I already have it shiny. Oh, that's interesting. I think that's the first time I've ever had the shiny token for a troop I already own, or didn't own yet. Yeah, I forgot about that. He's shiny. Yeah, look at him. Oh, that's kind of cool. I think that's the first time ever I had the shiny tokens before I owned the troop. So when it showed up on that screen, it showed up as shiny. Instead of its normal image. I was wondering why I changed color all of a sudden. Honestly, I really like his recolor. It's actually a really cool shiny recolor. I much prefer that over the other. Well, there we go. I'm not sure how I forgot to do that, but... I haven't done that in years. Forget to actually get the glory troop on a given week. They're pretty easy to get back in the future, though. And generally, if I forgot to get it, it was because it's completely useless, so... yeah, it's not too big a deal to get dead content a little bit later. Yeah, we're back to owning everything, other than the mythic that's way too overpriced, and the 2 sentinels that refuse to ever drop. As far as weapons, we're just missing the immortal weapons, and the 1 weapon that we get for free tomorrow, because it's been money locked until tomorrow. But tomorrow is the first day, as well as all week next week, to get this weapon, so definitely make sure to do so. And the rest of these we can't get. And then as far as pets, I think we're missing nothing. We go check unowned. Oh yeah, we're missing the immortal pets. But beyond the immortal pets, we're missing nothing. And obviously we own every class. We own every banner. There's no bonuses. Let's just do unowned for. So yeah, we basically own everything. We're just missing 3 troops. 2 is one is way too overpriced. The other 2 are just RNG'd. We're missing 1 weapon that we'll have tomorrow, and then the rest are just immortals because this is the most recent update. And then the only other thing we're missing are all the immortal pets as well. So we're basically just missing the immortal pets, the immortal weapons, because we'll have this weapon tomorrow, and a overpriced mythic that we'll just get naturally later, and 2 guardian troops that refuse to drop in Underspire, and for whatever reason give us a 14 room dead end. We wonder why we don't have it. I still can't get over this 14 room dead end. Why? Why is this a thing? This must be the record. Does anyone have video proof of anything further than 14 off? Because I want to see that footage. This is the furthest dead end room I've ever seen. A confirmed 14 off. The sad part is I think it can go further. I'm pretty sure you can get a whole line across the bottom or something. It'd be absurdly rare, though. But anyways, alright, we did this. Let's go check all the weeklies. I think the only thing left is PvP at this point. If we have some time, maybe we'll do some Volkies. Alright, campaign starting in 6 hours. We'll cover that later in our weekly video. Guild carried us heavily on this. Thank you, Guild. Actually, let me go give some to Avistus. Avistus carried us hard this week. Because I so underperformed, let me go give them some gems. I am starting to run out of these little gem reward thingies. I'd use them a bit more sparingly. I have like 4 left. The daily thing, he keeps not giving them to me, and I don't bother spending money on them. And it's a waste to spend your gems on them. I only have 4 left, so I'd use them a bit more sparingly, but I think that's worth it. Anyways, what am I doing? Checking to see if we've done anything. Underspire? Yeah, we did Underspire with our 14 room dead end. Why? Why must you do this? Dungeon, I already did earlier. Venture board, we already did. Dailies, we already did. Was there any other weekly event I forgot? No, we already did it. Or more so our guild. Good job, guild. Let's go to PvP. You see anything left? So we gotta do Central, which we're gonna do anyways. And we could vote, but similar to actual elections, we will not be voting. As our vote will have no impact on the final results, based on where we are. Good old American elections. Your vote only matters if you reside in like one of 10 states. Oh, let's see. Okay, we'll take this one. Yeah, the votes on the Gems of War thing barely matter just because it's pretty much predetermined. There are some heavy weights on some that people are just going to always prefer. And our one singular vote will not be enough to sway it. Unless we campaign to get everyone to vote for something with our stream. And even then, that will probably sway it by only like 5% at max. Yeah, the Glory Troop was really useless this week. Honestly, we've been getting a lot of pretty bad Glory Troops recently. I feel like they have a quota of how many good Glory Troops they're allowed to hand out each year. Because it's always a low single-digit number, and they're always pretty spread from each other. Random question. Why is Stellarex a dragon in a kingdom of fox-type creatures? I have no clue. I'm pretty sure a lot of new troops, they just randomly pick a kingdom where they go. With no rhyme or reason other than this kingdom needs more troops. But yeah, he thematically makes no sense in Court of Foxes, or Volpacia, I mean. Court of Foxes is the faction. But yeah, it makes literally zero sense. It's a galactic dragon in a kingdom of fox creatures. Anthro and otherwise. But it makes literally negative sense. It makes as negative sense as the new Glory Troop we're getting this week. That lowers something's attack, but then moves the thing that you just lowered the attack into not first slot. Making it redundant that it even lowered the attack in the first place. They make a lot of weird decisions. It's one on the very long list of, why on earth does this exist? The next week's Glory Troop is just completely laughable, though. I don't understand how you can make a troop that counterintuitive to itself. Like, a lot of times they add a troop that just has, like, no reason to be within a kingdom. But then there are troops that have no reason to be with itself. Where it has such negative synergy that there's no reason why it should even coexist with itself. I could have taken 5 times blue there. Like, instead of it being like a counter to its own kingdom or something similar, it's literally a counter to itself. Like, it counters its own ability within its own ability. It's not another troop that counters a different troop from the kingdom. It's simply a troop that counters itself. They're like one step ahead on the countering process. That's an annoying amount of armor. The weapon's still pretty good. I mostly only showed in low rarity team builds because it scales pretty well through the game. But it is a pretty good weapon. It's just a little slow to use later in the game a lot of times. Have we got any Valhawks? I don't feel like we did. No. Alright. Well, now we hunt for 1 billion Valhawks, as well as make sure we get ladder. How much do we need? 13,000? Do we bother wasting? You know what I'm considering doing for once? Does anyone know for sure? Does anyone happen to know if you go down a bracket, like a PvP league, does this hurt how many gold marks you get? Does anyone know? Does it reduce the amount of gold marks you get when you're in Dark Alliance? Because I have no clue if it does or doesn't, and I feel like it does. And if it does, we should really make sure that that doesn't dip. But if it doesn't, then why are we keeping it up? Are you interested in farming sims? There's a new farming sim on Steam. What kind of farming sim? There's a lot of different types of farming sims. Do you mean like actual farming sim? I don't think I've actually ever played an actual farming sim. Like actual real life farming simulator. Does it have all the exploitation of actual farming in real life? Do you get to hire immigrants and everything else? Let's see, what's every single bad practice that farms do these days? Gosh, you can make like a book on it. People probably already have. That list is very, very long. On practices that are used in farming that really should not be used at all. From some specific pesticides, to immigrant labor, to basically slave labor, to the way that they do water, to everything with cattle. That's like a whole thing in itself, the whole cattle direction. But even if you're just talking crops, there's still so many. I think one of the two most egregious, I would say, I don't know, there's a lot of them. But the way pesticides are done are pretty bad, but actually probably the worst out of anything is probably the way that most of them water. A lot of them are a huge waste of water compared to how more efficiently it could be done through different systems. And over time, water is going to be a lot more of a limited resource. It's something we should really fix with agriculture, as we will eventually potentially run out of water. Realistically, that won't happen anytime even remotely soon, but it's definitely something that can happen. Like, it doesn't happen, like, it's not an issue until it very much is an issue. Like, could you imagine a water shortage? Literally having wars on water. Because that is technically a thing that will eventually happen. As much as there are wars for oil, there will be wars for water at some point in history. Eventually. If we're not careful. Oh, it's kind of like Stardew Valley? Interesting. I haven't heard of it. What's it called? Someone has wanted us to go replay Stardew Valley. I still haven't yet. I probably won't be playing any game that isn't Gems of War on the channel until I get my other computer setup working, though, at this point. Just because I don't really have a good way to do YouTube chat at the moment. Even right now, the way I'm doing it is pretty scuffed. But it's still kind of working. But any full screen application I can't really do with how I have my setup right now, as I will not be able to see chat. So until I get the new streaming setup in early September, probably doing nothing but Gems of War on the channel. At least as far as streams. Maybe we'll cover some videos for something else, but... well, we'll have it in about a week from now. I kind of needed that as my win condition. Come back. Also, I needed that as my win condition. Come back. Any other win condition you want to get rid of? Technically that helped. As weird as that may seem. The sad part is, Takshaka's broken enough that I think we win this fight. Oh, 1 mana short, a little unfortunate. As long as Centurion doesn't devour, we win. Oh, he drained my mana. That's not ideal. We can still technically lose this. I just need you to not die to Death Mark or something weird. Good, he Essence of Evil the wrong one. Just don't skull poke it. No, he got their mana drain though in full mana. No! Oh no. We gotta win the RNG war again. I gotta go for this and hope for brown extra turn. We didn't get it. No, he hit the right one. No, we lose. We lost. What even was that fight? He just won with solo Essence of Evil. Good old Essence of Evil. I still need 2 more. Yeah, Essence of Evil's still kind of crazy. Especially when you don't have cleanse counter, because he got rid of my wand. Which is normally your cleanse counter for it. The funny thing with Essence of Evil 2 is it actually gets stronger over time. At least in theory. It actually got weaker when they added the Lycanthropy to it. But generally over time it does get stronger. Also, hello Genki! Welcome, welcome. Hope everything's been going well. Hope you've been feeling better. Hope everything with Palia has been going strong. Actually, I didn't play Palia at all this week. Since I started Palia, this is the first week I haven't played Palia for a single day. I think for now I'm kind of done with Palia. For now. Oh, also, I don't think I mentioned on stream. I think I mentioned to Isabel. But Brighter Shores actually got delayed till November. And even then, it might not release. But it got delayed till November 5th. Which, if they do release on November 5th, that means it's basically releasing on my birthday. Because my birthday's on November 4th. So if they actually confirm, like, by then, because it could still be delayed again, that's basically going to be our birthday present, is playing Brighter Shores. Let's see. Alright, we'll take that over. Alright, how long is it going to take us to get 2 Valhawks? In all fairness, we have had some pretty bad battles. There's a second one, assuming we don't lose somehow. And of course, we got the gnome with the Valhawk. A nice feature that they've added for these Valhawks. I assume they were going to do for every sigil thing in the future. Mostly because they've had a lot of feedback in the past of like things not working simultaneously and blocking each other. So their solution was just not having them block each other. And I assume they're going to do that for every new sigil system in the future if there are to be new ones. So far, it only works that way for the newest one, which are, of course, Valhawks. But I'm pretty sure they will apply it to every future similar mechanic. Where if gnomes can appear there, both the sigil-related thing and the gnome can appear simultaneously. But they're only going to do it to new ones. I'm pretty sure we're going to ever retroactively fix all the old ones. Oh, so hello, 232 Fishing. Welcome, welcome. That's a really high fishing level. Which I went fishing the other month. Went crabbing with my dad. I definitely prefer trap fishing over, like, rod fishing. They had enough to make, like, half a dozen crab cakes. It was pretty good. Hey, we just had that pet as a Wednesday event, didn't we? At least pretty recently we did. I don't need more copies of it, right? I don't think I do. We already had it maxed then. I'm pretty sure we still have it maxed now. Well, it's not like it's going to end max itself. Yes, our troop is going to downgrade. Randomly. Also, hello, Rob! Welcome, welcome. Hope all's been well. Oh yeah, what's the poll currently at, by the way, everyone? What's the poll on if we should do new thumbnails or stick with the current one? Because regardless, I'm going to have to remake them with the new program, most likely. Because our computer of 11 years has finally died. And I'm pretty sure my new program can't read the Photoshop file. You already told me? Wait, what was it then? Well, I wasn't sure if it changed over time because the poll's still going. Unless the poll ended. I can't see if it ended, though. 6634? Okay, thank you. New thumbnail one? Okay. Yeah, I knew it was in the lead earlier. I just wasn't sure if it shifted any. Yep, we'll do the new thumbnail. Layout-wise, it'll probably still be pretty similar to what you're used to. A lot of the assets with it will probably be different. I also got to figure out how to use this new program because I haven't actually used it for anything yet. This thumbnail will be the first time I'm actually using it. It's really similar to Photoshop, but it's not Photoshop. It's called... actually, what's it called? It's called... Why doesn't it tell me when I inspect it here? It's called Infinity Designer 2. And it's basically a buy-once alternative to Photoshop. Heard a lot of good things about it, and from what I've also seen from it, it looked pretty decent. I've yet to actually use it for anything. But it's the closest program I've seen to being Photoshop without being Photoshop. And they had a sale on it pretty recently, so I got their whole suite of programs for like 80 bucks. It also has an Illustrator program that I'm going to probably make a new logo for. I'm probably still going to keep the circle logo because I love it so much. But I'm considering making like a little bird logo thing, since we're probably switching from the dragon to a bird. And the main reason I want to do it is to kind of make it look less furry. In a literal sense, not even just like a furry community kind of thing. But I mean, it's literally a furry dragon. Like, if we're going to go dragon, we gotta go a scaled dragon. Instead of going a scaled dragon, I'd rather just have a normal looking bird. And luckily there's already a bird that looks exactly like it coloration-wise. So it's perfect. There's already a bird in nature that looks exactly like the character. Just haven't made a little thingy for it yet. I also need to get someone to make a good thumbnail for it. Or not a thumbnail. A good profile image for it. Because I do eventually need to change out the profile image. The header I'm just going to do something really basic for, though. Like literally Tacit Gaming with the logo in the middle, probably. Maybe a few of the games that we play in the background really faded at like 20% opacity. But the main asset I would need made from someone else is a good headshot of the character. It should be pretty easy to get references for since the bird literally exists. Just make this, but headshot. I could literally just take an image offline too and probably just put it there and be fine. I'm just not sure which one to be copyrighted or not, so it's easier just getting a graphical one made up. Technically, I guess I could get an AI program to go do it. Oh no, I'd probably hire an actual artist for it though, rather than AI. Oh no, what's the best AI image generator these days that's also free? Does anyone know? Because even though I'm probably just going to get someone to do art for it, I am kind of curious to see what modern AI can do right now for it. Because it should be something pretty straightforward for most AI to get. Basically, just make a cartoony crow head. And then you just need to add that coloration at the bottom, because I'm not sure if it would know the exact species. Like, if you try putting the exact species that it is in a word prompt thing, I think it might be very confused. Because it's a good chance it won't have data on it. Oh, we already got all of our birds. I mean, yeah, yeah, we got all of our birds already. All our Valhawks. How many more points do we need to go make it? Okay, I need like 1,000 more points. I guess I'm just gonna grind it right now. I could use one of the little mini tokens too. I'll do a bit of both. I don't know, I'm just gonna grind it. And if we still need more, I'll use the token, I guess. It looks like one of those birds. No. I just need a body press Pokemon, the Corviknight, or an Umbreon is fine. Okay, I'll probably just do an Umbreon then. Let's do like a support Umbreon. Yeah, I'll do it as soon as we end the stream, and I'll just grab food later. I'm actually not that hungry right now, actually. I definitely will be by the time we do the video tonight. I'm actually not hungry right now. I say that, and in 2 hours, I'm probably going to snack on like half the fridge. Do you know what I had again today? Because I still had some left. Because I accidentally bought a pound when I meant to buy a half a pound of the vegetable cream cheese. So I got more bagels today. They were so good the other day that I was like, oh, I gotta go get more. Last time I got everything bagels. This time I got cinnamon bagels, and gosh, are they good. Yeah, the bagel place isn't bad. Because a lot of places that were good for bagels in New Jersey have kind of become pretty bad. There's actually not too many places by my dad's place that does good bagels anymore. In all fairness, there's not too many by my place anymore that do it either, but I found a place that's actually not half bad. I forget its name, but it's a small local family-owned one. In all fairness, I feel like most bagel places are small family-owned ones. Like, most donut places aren't. But for whatever reason, I feel like most donut places are. I mean, most bagel places are. It's kind of the same with delis, I feel like. Like, it's just one of those stores that is more likely to be, like, a small family-owned one. Compared to something corporate. Do not use taunt? Okay, that's fine. We're almost there. You know what I'm tempted to do though, right? And I think I'm about to. Dun 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 dun. Wait, where is it? There it is. Oh, it's only 500. Wait, I gotta keep going. No, I thought it was 1,000. Wait, we're not done. No, let's keep going. That's funny. Now we still gotta do several more fights. Oh, whoops. That's not done. We're just gonna have to check this at like 2 a.m. just to make sure that's over. Look, I'll be up at 2 a.m., so that's fine, I guess. Did you know someone's gonna snipe us right at the end? With one of those things that we just used. That's the thing that's really annoying about PvP right now. Is you theoretically could get infinite points per second. Like, someone could just cash in 100,000 points out of nowhere, basically. It's very unlikely. But it's not impossible. And someone just shoots up like 10,000 plus points within a single second. Because you could cash them all in instantly for however many you have. And while there's a slight limit to how many you could technically have, because they get consumed every season. You know, you can still stack up quite a lot during the season. And then just hoard them for, you know, when you just want to snipe. Kafka gave you a gold icon, you're holding on to it for those kind of situations, yeah. I kind of consumed all mine initially, but I feel like next PvP season, I'm going to hoard on to every single one of mine. And use them to either snipe leaderboards, or in a week that we don't play as much, to snipe the bottom of the board. But ideally, we'd be using it to snipe leaderboards so we can actually get gold marks out of them. Basically convert them into gold marks. Because that'd be the best use for them. Is instead of going crazy on the first week of PvP like we did this time around, is save every single one of them that you get. And then on weeks that you feel like doing more PvP, you just snipe leaderboard and get like 100 free gold marks or so. Or whatever rank you end up getting. At least is at bare minimum 90 if you're in final bracket. That's a lot of gold marks. It's basically a whole deep book. Because otherwise you're not really converting them into much, but if you do it that way, you're converting them into gold marks. Like, just converting them into VP doesn't do too much. Like, obviously it gives you VP. But if you do it on the week when everyone's, like, rushing VP, then you're not getting anything out of it. But if you save them for, like, a month or two into the campaign and then use them, you're not just getting the VP, but you're also getting gold marks out of it. Which is essentially free deed books. And you don't even need to play a lot of PvP on a given week, even if you only do 10,000. If you have, like, 50,000 worth or even more of talismans, like, that should probably get you 3rd place. Unless you have a really competitive bracket for once. But on an average week, like, midway through a season, like, 50, 60, 70,000, that's generally going to get you top 3. I say that, I don't think that actually gets me top 3 this week, but generally speaking, that's normally going to get you top 3. Let's see, would it be? Okay, this is a big outlier. But I feel like it normally would. This is outlier, right? People aren't this crazy with doing it these days still, are they? Ah, maybe not. 210,000? Really? We're in like a 1,372nd place at 14,000. Why are people still doing so much PvP? I'm actually slightly baffled by how high that is. That is way higher than I would expect it to be. I just play super safe because it's not that far away. Let me go above this person, and once we do, we should be good to go. And then even if a person or two passes us, we'll still be fine. But anyways, does anyone else have any other questions? Any other anythings? Otherwise, as soon as we take that rank and a few more fights, we'll probably call it for now. Tomorrow we will have, I guess, our brand new thumbnail with our brand new video going over all the weekly stuff. How I'm going to do it, I have no clue, but we'll figure out something for the thumbnail. Keep in mind, I might have a placeholder thumbnail initially. So if the thumbnail looks like it's basically nothing, I'm probably just doing it as a placeholder until I think of, for longer, something better. But at some point next week, I will have a better one. Plus, we'll have probably a new stream thumbnail as well. And hey, we'll finally be able to update our thumbnails quickly then. Because I've always been using it through 2 different computers, which makes the process obviously take longer. As well as the other computer just being slow. But if I just had to change a number on a thumbnail on this computer, it would take like 10 seconds. On the other computer, it could take like 5 to 10 minutes. Back when it was still alive. RIP computer. So when are we holding the funeral for the computer? For the unfortunate loss of our 11-year computer. Here lies the computer that we did college, Gems of War, and my entire young adult life. Pretty much up until 30. Yeah, I would have had that computer for a third of my life then. When we send it to the recycling center. Actually, honestly, I should send it to my dad. He breaks down a lot of the e-waste stuff for all the gold and everything else that's on them, and platinum and everything. And I think the average modern computer has anywhere from like $5 to $10 worth of gold and platinum in it. Somewhere's around there. I forget the exact amount. So if none of your parts are worth absolutely anything, you could still break them down for their metals. But no, I want to keep it around in case I can ever fix it, because there are some files on it I haven't been able to recover. I was able to recover most of the important files, but there is a handful of files that I have not recovered on it that I do eventually want to recover, if possible. I'm not sure what the process would be, given that I can't get the computer past the startup screen. Like, the furthest I can get it is to logging in, but it never goes any further than logging in. Either gets black screened or blue screened. Either stays idle on a black screen forever, or blue screens errors. If I try to do the auto thing that fixes the computer, it gets stuck in an endless cycle of trying to fix it. But then never fixing it. Like that auto repair thing that sometimes comes up when your computer has a critical error. Can I get into safe mode? I might be able to, yes. I haven't tried safe mode, anything in there. There's probably some simple fix I probably can do to get back into it. It's just not a high priority at the moment. As I was able to back up all the more important stuff. That should be the final fight we need. Let's go check. I said hello, Jamie. If I didn't already say hi, welcome, welcome. Final verdict. Have we hit a high enough thingy? Yeah, there we go. I think we're in the clear. Nice. Alright, there we go. Perfect. Completed. Completed. Completed, completed, completed. The only thing we had to do is Central, which we already did. Adventure board, check. I think it's just glory. Other thing for XP, check. We're good to go. Campaign starts in 5 hours, 5.5 hours. We'll cover a video on it then with a new thumbnail. Pet I don't need. Guild event got carried by guild. Good job, guild. Fox event. You got 5 hours left if you want to do anything towards it. You still have a week to go spend the points though. But of course, there is nothing we can spend 75 points on. And then, yeah, dungeon and good old Underspire. Also, I can't get over this. I'm not sure if any of you just got here recently. But we got a 14-room dead end. Look at this. Look at this line. What is this? What is this? What is this? Someone tell me what this is. I still got to screenshot it again. We got a 14-room dead end. Let's count this one more time for science. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We got the whole bottom row. Because we also got those 4. We got the whole bottom 18 row. With 14 of it being the thing. Or sorry, that would be a 20 row. Not bad. My bad. There's 20 total rooms there. Let me see. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, it's 20 total rooms. We got the whole bottom row of 20. 14 of which was a straight line in one single dead-end room. And the dead-end room wasn't even anything either. It was just a normal room. It wasn't a merchant. It wasn't a treasure room. It was just a room. It's a centipede. That kind of does look like one. There's its head. There's its leg. There's its kind of legs. There's its leg again. There's its butt. Except that's technically not part of its room. Yeah, that's crazy long. Anyways, guys. I will catch you guys tomorrow. Same time as always. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hour and a half prior to now tomorrow. We'll have the weekly video going up as soon as we can. If there's no thumbnail on it or a really weird thumbnail. Well, it might look weird regardless. But if there's an ultra generic-y thumbnail on it. That's like a screenshot of just like one of the images during the video. Then that's probably the placeholder until I get a real image there. But because I'll probably get the video up as soon as it can. So if I don't have a thumbnail for it, I'll just upload it and make one later. But we will get a nice looking thumbnail for the thingy. But it will definitely be new. Just initially, it might look like some kind of generic one that YouTube auto-generates. But I'll put a proper one there. It just might take longer than a few hours to actually make. Because I'm not sure what I want to do for it. Oh no, we'll figure that out later. That's a later issue. But, and then we'll be streaming tomorrow night, the same time we always do. And we'll go, we actually have a lot to go over next week. We got a brand new starter campaign with a new power gem. We got the entirety of the invasion event, which should be a pretty free one actually this week. And just everything else that a new week naturally brings. But anyways, guys, thanks for stopping by as always. Greatly appreciated. Oh, excuse me. And I will catch you guys later. Goodbye, everyone. And thanks for watching. Oh, yeah, also, we'll have the special pet code tomorrow as well. The International Cat Day pet from one of the last years. I forget which one it is, but yeah, we'll hand that out finally tomorrow. I think Kinky already handed hers out for this month. If she even had one, I'm not sure. Did she actually stop before then? I'm not sure if she had one. But otherwise, this will be ours. Oh, yeah, that means next month's pet, we will be the only person to hand it out then. Because I don't think anyone else is getting codes. Interesting. Oh, we'll figure out what it is. I hope they start giving us like 2 or 3 then. Because it's really annoying only having 1 to hand out. Because if you're not there exactly at that time that we hand it out because it gets used so quickly. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for watching.